All right, so saw the Miata run and drive in that last video. If not, go check it out. It was pretty good. Now, anytime first drive, first time you drive something, you're going to find some problems. And one of the big ones we found was the throwout bearing was not, I didn't have enough shims in it. So when you press the clutch pedal, it was just barely disengaging enough to get it into gear, and then it would grab right off the floor because the slave cylinder was at the end of its travel. So we got some shims to get it more in the middle of its travel, and this is a racing throwout bearing. You're supposed to put the shims in it, whatever. I just didn't have quite enough shims. Also, the throwout bearing, the fitting on it's leaking. We had to cut a little groove in the fitting. I wasn't letting enough fluid get to the throwout bearing. So, and I have O-rings. I should have changed the O-ring on it. Don't know why I didn't do that, but whatever. So, this is what we're working with here. We got the transmission slid out of the bell housing. You can see the little stack of shims right there. Transmission's back far enough. I should be able to get the throwout bearing off and out of the car so I can replace that O-ring. And then, yeah, get it slammed back together. It's pretty nice. I'll probably be able to put this panel on too while it's apart. I gotta find it. I know where it is. So yeah, let's get that throwout bearing out real quick. Alright, so here is our throwout bearing. I just got it clamped on the drill press just to hold it. But this is the fitting for the line, the dash 4, 3 or 4. We were not getting fluid. I think this was basically bottomed out in there. So I cut little slots in it and it started working great. But then it was leaking, and the O-ring, this is what it looked like when I pulled it out. So, got a new O-ring on there. I cleaned this up a little bit better, made it just a little bit shorter. I'm gonna spray it out again real quick with some brake clean, and then we'll get it back in there. I think this was also leaking at one point, so make sure it's all tight, get it back in the car. All right, so we got the transmission all back in. And we got some of the interior pieces put back on. So we got the transmission cover, or tunnel, top of the transmission tunnel put on. Remounted the fuse panel, slid the dash in, mounted the switch panel. It's not really like mounted. I don't really know how it mounts. I don't remember, but making good progress there. And then back here we had all these panels, the ones with the signatures and stuff. They were just riveted on before. We are not doing that. We are going to use these nut certs. I enlarged the holes a little bit here. So we're gonna go ahead and get the nut certs on, and then we got these kind of nicer bolts to just cinch it down. And yeah, that'll hold all these panels on. But so if we have to get in here for any reason, we can just zip the bolts out real quick. Should never have to get in here, hopefully, but I just want to make it a little bit more accessible in case we do. Got our little Harbor Freight rib nut tool. Just kind of sit them in the hole there. One right here. One here. Oh, and then it also kind of goes along this little firewall. They'll be attached there. So, open up the tool. Okay, tighten her down. Just squeeze the tool together. Angle you up a little. Yeah, nice and tight. All right, guys, so we did all the rib nuts back here. These panels are all fastened down. So you got the nice little hex head bolts all the way around. So this is all on. We put the trunk on. That's just pins and little rubber things on the back. Probably gonna put some mesh on here just to hide everything underneath, make it just look a little bit cleaner. We got a few like dents and stuff we can hammer out at some point, but then we also got all the front end on, front bumper, fenders, hood, you know, little gas shocks on the hood. Figure out latches for this, but yeah, it's a nice cowl hood. You can see a little bit of a cowl on there, nothing crazy, but yeah. So with that, kind of got some of the look stuff taken care of. However, I found that about half my injectors are not firing completely or at all. So I have that side out. We have one good one on that side. We got the 3 bad ones from that side soaking in seafoam. So maybe break some of that up, then we're gonna throw it in the ultrasonic cleaner, see if we can get those to come back around. Otherwise, I'll be buying some injectors for this. Not sure what I'm gonna get yet, but yeah, we might have to get some injectors. Unfortunate, but you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. And that's pretty much it for this video. So yeah, I was gonna do it. Another quick little update video on Miata. We'll have her back out there soon once we figure out this injector issue. And yeah, thanks for watching. Till next time, just keep building.